Late night screen glow bright, YouTube streams rolling through the fight. Batman's brooding, Superman flies, Iron Man's tech, Wonder Woman's stride. Nerds unite tonight, all things nerdy in the spotlight. Movies, games, capes and fly. Nerds unite tonight. Nerds unite tonight. Spiderweb swinging, Captain Shield thrown, Disney dreams where the magic's grown. Pixel battle, stories unfold, drum flies loud, stories told. Hit play, hit pause, rewind, talking nerds, no need to find. Nerds unite tonight, all things nerdy in the spotlight. Movies, games, capes and fly. Nerds unite tonight. Heroes clash, villains fall, geeky hearts answer the call. Popcorn spills, controllers break, talking shop till the daylight wakes. Lights go down, screens ignite. Grab your gear, it's nerdy night. Pixel sparks, movie reels collide. The nerds doing nerd things. We're here, we're live, we bring the screams. Movies, games, the wildest dreams. The nerds doing nerd things. Controllers smash, popcorn flies. Critics clash, theories rise. Laugh or rage under neon skies. The nerds doing nerd things. We're here, we're live, we bring the screams. Movies, games, the wildest dreams. The nerds doing nerd things. The nerds doing nerd things. Push play, no pause, just ride. We'll take you deep inside where stories rule and pixels thrive. The nerds doing nerd things. The nerds doing nerd things. We're here, we're live, we bring the screams. Movies, games, the wildest dreams. The nerds doing nerd things. The nerds doing nerd things.
Spoiler warning.
The contents of this podcast may ruin your television show, movie, comic, cartoon, book, or life. It is your decision to continue to watch or listen to this episode. Here are your hosts, AJ Coppola and Susie Cromwell James.
Hey there, the name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. For some unknown reason, enjoy.
What's going on, nerds, and welcome to this week's episode of the Spoiler Warning Show here for the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. We are covering episode 3 of season 3 of House of the Dragon.
Anybody want to adopt a spouse?
No, I already have one, and I'm pretty sure he already has one as well. And Lonnie hasn't killed him yet. Jess hasn't killed me yet.
Dude,
So-
my cousin makes me send her photos
Proof of
of
life?
Will.
Proof of
For
life.
proof of life. I have to send her proof of life photos and proof of life videos because her husband is terrified I'm gonna kill him.
So, episode 3 is called Rhaenyra's Triumphant. It is basically the first episode of the basically day in the life of Rhaenyra. The first day of her back as queen, going through everything she has to deal with, all the conversations that she has. Probably not the first day, but our first couple days. And it's a come down episode after last week's crazy episode, but a lot still happens. I'm just gonna give you my quick review, and then we'll go round table on their reviews and pinpoint some fun stuff that we liked. Yes, the nerds will be at Kineticon this year. We will be covering it for the podcast. We'll have our very nice brand new t-shirts. Also book reader here. Well, Susie's the book reader. Susie likes the books.
I love the books.
Hey,
All the books.
We've lost Susie in a bookstore before.
I was by the entrance. I was
waited
literally sitting next to the entrance.
with a pile of books in front of her, on the side, and next to her. She had her own castle of books. She even had somebody building a moat.
Needless to say, our entire friend group has decreed that when we go places, we are no longer allowed to set foot into a bookstore.
Nope.
Because they're never sure when I'm going to leave.
That's not the problem. It's finding you. And then
The worst part of that day was y'all walked past me 3 times.
And as we're trying to pull you out, literally by your arm, you're like, ooh, right off the wall. Just, oh, this one looks good.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that one looks good. Ooh, this is an anime. Hey, Will, look. Now we have Will involved. But let's get into the episode. Here's my little snippet of it. I enjoyed seeing everything that has to take place for the crown to run. And now that everything has been taken from Rhaenyra, she has to build everything from the ground up. And you see how her mindset is going through that. Not only that, she has to talk to all the townspeople to try to get them on their side, or they're probably going to take a sword. Which it sounds like for the most part, they're still in Rhaenyra's favor. I like the fact that it is very overwhelming for her first couple days back. She was brought up to do this, but there is a learning curve for her still. I love how they portray that. I love how Emma Darcy,
Okay.
puts that across in her acting and her facial expressions. It's cool how they end up treating Alicent and Helena through all this.
The only tidbit I'm going to add is if Emma Darcy doesn't get a freaking award or some accolades for their acting
If she
in
doesn't
this
get an Emmy
season,
for last episode alone, I'm going to be very upset.
I might riot.
But this episode really showed how all on high preyed upon all underneath them, and how Rhaenyra isn't really going to have that. But it really is starting to show how she's turning heel a little bit for by wrestling friends and fans and hi Ryan, wink wink. She's got this really slow heel turn coming. It feels like that she's losing her mind a little bit, and towards the end of the episode, she has these really, really bad, saggy eyes. They're red. She hasn't slept. Has she taken on too much? We will see, but it's really starting to look like that. And I feel like as she is taking on way too much, she's gonna start killing people and killing people because she's tired and doesn't want to deal with it. Again, good episode, fun episode, had me into it the whole time. I did love what they did at the dinner. We'll talk about that. But what are your guys' initial thoughts of episode 3 of House of the Dragon season 3? I will start with big boy Ryan, the guru.
I think it plays into right what we talked about last week. It's now she's in the thick of it, so to speak. She's the one in charge, and now she's got to take it from the left, right, up and down, and she's not handling it very well, and it's taking her a lot of readjusting, and she's got to go back on words that she said before because it doesn't fit the way things are going, the narrative that she's trying to put in place.
All right, Susie, I know you're currently staring at something with evilish intent. Or
My husband just walked over to grab a box of cards, and now I want to know what he's doing.
playing cards?
No.
Burning
It's like he's
them?
looking for something. If he's burning something in my basement, we've got bigger problems.
No, it's Jessica with a racket.
And hair.
Was it hair? I thought it was a
It
marshmallow.
was
Okay.
hair.
Well,
No, it was hair.
Susie, let's hear your initial episode
This
review.
might be my favorite episode by far.
What? What?
I didn't need a fight. Like, I didn't need a bloodbath. I didn't need gore. I liked the buildup. Like, you can see kind of where it's going. You can see Alicent, she's being very, like, we can tell as the audience because we've been privy to all of her emotions and everything else, that she's being very honest and direct with Rhaenyra. But you can see
now she's over
Rhaenyra
there. Ryan,
distrusting.
wrong button.
Like, distrusting a lot of what's going on around her, and I find that interesting, where I'm starting to wonder if she's going to descend into close to what we saw with Daenerys with the Mad Queen, or if she's going to eventually rein herself back in and realize that not so much that she could trust other people, but like that she has to be more than her emotions.
As somebody who doesn't want to know what happens next, I don't know how her reign ends, even though they probably talk about it in Game of Thrones.
They do talk about it in Game of Thrones.
So it was something.
So those of you who have watched Game of Thrones, shh, don't tell AJ.
And the thing is, I've seen Game of Thrones, so kind of.
They talk about it the first season.
Do they? Well, that's the first season.
Well,
you have 7 more to go through.
It's either the first or the second season, because it's Joffrey talking to his uncle about it.
Well, I guess we'll find out sooner rather than later. But yeah.
Also, neat piece of information that I found out the other day. Did you know that in the Targaryen family tree, after this fight, there is nobody named Aegon. Um, and
No,
not Aegon, but Rhaenyra is no longer used. Like, there's certain Targaryen names that are no longer used after the Dance of the Dragons.
basically kind of sacrilege kind of thing.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to put that tidbit of information because it's not a spoiler thing, so I just had to, put it out there.
Sorry, I'm checking
There
something.
you go.
But with this episode,
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
the savage that Rhaenyra shows in this episode is crazy. Just for the fact of she courts all the rich people and then feeds them rats. The fact that she has the balls to like, there's a crap ton of rats all over the place. Let's go feed them rats and tell them basically, you're done with your shit. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you have to have everything in the world. There are still people that need stuff, and you can help people out. Oh, but we were scared. Well, too damn bad.
It's never surprising to me in all the stories that I've ever read how the rich always fend for themselves.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've read a couple of stories where they take the narrative a little differently, where they have a poor person enter into a noble household to try to like help manage the household, and they're able to then help the poor because they kind of show the nobles that they can't continue their ways. But it's that is such
I don't think
a
that's something we're gonna get
huge.
here.
No, we're not.
And she
It's not
Robin Hoods them.
Yeah, she does, and she tells them she's doing it, and I think that's the best thing in the world.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
biggest kick in the dick.
but
And there's nothing
there
you can
are
do about it.
there are so many narratives that are just the rich not taking care of the poor, not handling their underlings. I was gonna use the word submissive, but that's the wrong word. Um,
That's
and so it was interesting to see Rhaenyra, Robin Hood, so rich.
and in
I
that
mean, I
moment, in that very fast moment, she is seen as the queen everybody wants her to be, but
yeah,
as Mary Sandra, the girl,
whatever.
and
Yeah,
I think
I don't like her.
and Corliss both have said this is temporary. You have to find a solution,
Yeah.
and I
Um,
don't think she's going to find one. I think that's what's driving her mad. And
I don't think there's no solution that's gonna make everybody happy. Somebody's going
she's
to be
trying
upset.
to make everybody happy.
Well, that's what she's supposed to do as queen, and she's gonna have to come to terms with not everybody's gonna be
There's
happy.
one more thing she's got to do as queen, and she's really reluctant on it because the child has done nothing to her. And Susie, are we about to lose another head?
Oh, we're gonna lose somebody's head, but I don't think it's a Targaryen.
Well, the
We're gonna
youngest.
lose a Hightower head.
We'll get there in a second. The youngest Targaryen, is Daeron, and he was sent out to Hightower to just help out there and be away from the castle. Because if anything happens, he's the last heir.
Yeah, he was basically hidden away.
Daemon goes to collect him to bring him back,
Hmm.
basically to be executed at that point. Come to find out that it's not him, and the Hightowers played a little switcheroo with somebody who looks like a Targaryen.
They dyed their hair.
Yeah. And I am very, because Alicent gives it away immediately. So that guy's gonna die. Or maybe Alicent plays it off as like, if you need to behead him, behead this one. It's not mine. And that way, done.
I don't think that's what's going to happen. I don't
No,
think that.
I think she's done with Mercy for the most part.
Well, I don't think she's necessarily done with Mercy, but I definitely think that if she might still kill her youngest sibling. But I also think that the first person head she's going to take is the one who pulled the Sotoro. You bent a knee to me and then didn't give me what I asked for.
Yeah, Lord Ormond. Or
Yeah.
Ormond.
So I have a sneaking suspicion that his head is gonna roll. Which I'm okay with, like, whatever.
I mean, he's kind of a dick from the first episode where the guy gets to him and covered in shit and mud and all that stuff. And just...
I understand the logic of needing to take everyone's head that's, you know, her sibling, but I also disagree with it because
power, and you don't want anybody able to oppose you.
No, like I said, that's why I understand it, but at the same time, I could see why Rhaenyra is reticent to do it, because she gung-ho, Aegon, Aemond losing their heads. There is no question they are dying.
Well,
but I think
for two different reasons, though.
But she's massively hesitating on the youngest because he hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
In theory, she could take him under her wing and, you know, make him a powerful
but I think
political tool.
In her head, in Daemon's head.
It's just in Daemon's head. Daemon's trying to turn her into that.
Well, I think it's also in her head because she also understands, because she says it. That she's the last living heir of that house.
But also if she sends him to the wall, he can't do diddly squat.
Well, yeah, because you lose all titles and...
Mm-hmm. So actually, she did the best political move possible.
Without killing him. But it's not him. So he's either going to die or get sent to the wall anyway.
Which, I mean, we know some Targaryens go to the wall, so it wouldn't be beyond the realm of reason.
The Macer and so old Macer is a Targaryen.
Mm-hmm. His, like, great uncle or grandfather or something is, yeah.
So Ryan, while you were gone, I don't know if you had your headset on still.
I did not.
Okay, we talked about how she basically Robin Hooded the rich while sitting around a table with them as they're eating rats, which was a huge power play move. But what were some key points on your end that this episode took that you think we should touch?
I think you guys touched on most of them. Just the idea of it's not as easy to be king or queen as she. I think you get a good, solid feeling that she thought king or queen or being the queen was going to be easy, and this episode proved that there's a lot more to it than just sitting on the throne.
I got a different take off of that. I don't feel like she walked into it thinking it was going to be easy. She knew it was hard. But I think she...
Rushing into everything?
No, I think Aegon and Aemond have set her up for failure. Because they had help ruling, and she's basically doing it solo.
And it sounds like they left the crown in such a crappy state. But no,
yeah,
I understand what both of you were saying on that one. I would just one-up that and say she knew it was going to be difficult, but with this episode showing, she's trying to fix everything in a day, causing absolute chaos. Like, as she's going up into her quarters, she has these line of people just chasing her. One moment. And that, I think, was the overwhelming part for her.
And she doesn't have a core group around her of people that she can completely trust to take on the task that they could easily handle and answer. And they're all falling on her, and she can't figure it out.
Well, I think she's also losing a lot of favor with even her own people, as we saw in this episode. As everybody knows, it's spoiler warning. Corlys and his two sons might not be there for much longer, because she outright just denied Adam a knighthood with Valerian, not Hall. Corlys wanted to take his two sons and finally make them of Valerian name, which does a lot for them, their standing, and the respect that they both get. And Rhaenyra, in this time, cannot do it. I think that was the biggest slap in the face for what that family has done to her, and for her. I think it's going to have major repercussions.
On the flip side, though, it was a major slap in the face for Corlys to even ask it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't see that. I kind of agree with AJ on that
And he
one.
also did it in private and not in front of a court,
Yeah.
which other people have done.
That I would have been a little bit more
Well,
Putting her on the spot
offended
like
about
that.
putting her on the spot.
You have to look at it from Rhaenyra's perspective. It honestly is a major slap in the face. You're asking her to acknowledge bastards.
What are her kids? What were her kids?
Just because they are bastards, they are acknowledged Valerian. So to her, it's you have to understand her mindset too. I see why she disagreed with it and why she didn't do it, but I think she has to revisit it down the line and do it. But in that moment where she was, that was bad. It would have been a bad power move for her to acknowledge the bastards. Because then it brings back all of the like 2-3 kids that she had with Corlys' son, and now she's opened up a whole can of worms that she doesn't need while she's trying to take power.
I get what you're saying. I understand it.
I
just don't like how it's okay for her just because she's queen. And the thing is, the way I put it, if she does do this, she has a whole X amount of people now.
Yeah.
Even more.
That would be my part on that. And I think this is where you're going to see the downfall in her of losing the people around her that have been loyal to her. Is if you make them, then that's a whole family that you can go and trust that you don't have that ability to. And I think this is definitely going to be the start of the downfall of her losing all the people around her.
And you see it towards the end of the episode with Corlys. He starts, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Gives her basically the I don't care. I don't have a say anymore.
He was doing that long before this.
Not to the extent in just that one scene.
Yeah.
What is the last name of a bastard Targaryen? Do we know?
It depends on the region you were born. It's not the last name, it's the region you were born. So like Jon Snow, because his
is in the winter.
He's up in the north.
There was the Sands,
which are the Dorne area.
They get the last name Waters.
Is it water? I was gonna say, is it Waters or Sea?
It's Waters because of where Dragonstone is.
Makes sense. I was just wondering.
I looked it up when I was watching Game of Thrones because I was interested to see how they came up with the surnames for the bastards. It was actually really cool. But do I agree with Rhaenyra's decision? Now, understand, I just defended Rhaenyra. I don't agree with her decision. I think there was another way to handle it. But I think she is so overwhelmed that she can't process and figure out new solutions to what she's doing.
Now, we've talked about this in the last couple episodes. With how she's slowly going crazy. How much does everything affect, her son, the death of her sons, her basically taking King's Landing, the Alicent kind of betrayal when they were kids. What is the tipping point of where she goes crazy? Or is
I
it
don't think
just
she ever goes crazy.
I don't think she ever goes crazy. It just all falls apart for her.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do like, if you paid attention, when we have the fake Darren, that she asked the question that's been waiting for the whole damn show. What game is he playing? So now we are playing games. And
Yeah.
now her mind is wandering what game is being played next on her.
And does she
Like,
think Allison has anything to do with it?
yeah.
I don't know where we're going. I'm curious on how many people are going, like important people are going to die in the next couple episodes, because we have what, 5 more episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what's happening, and are they just going to Hightower now and just torching it, kind of what Damon
Now-
said.
Is this 4 seasons or 5?
I heard 4, and that was out of Matt Smith's mouth during an interview with Collider.
Okay.
What's
So-
that? That it's wrapping up?
And after 4,
Yeah, it's after 4. I saw an interview with
Matt Smith and
Matt Smith and Emma Darcy, and they said, and they didn't even know that it was going to be after season 4. They hadn't even started filming it yet or any of that kind of stuff. And
well, it's not they don't have time. It's a season every 3 years.
well, they asked him like, "What's your thoughts on it?" And he's like, "I don't know. We haven't even started filming it yet."
I think they kind of do that a little bit intentionally, though, so that when they go into these interviews, they don't know anything. So they can't like give anything away with their facial expressions.
Yeah, they don't want Tom Holland to come around and be like, "This is what happens in the movie."
Look, Tom
Mhm.
Holland now gets fake scripts. Okay.
He does. He does. He doesn't get his script until he's on site.
Oh, even then, it's a fake script. He just gets his line,
Um,
the line before or the line after, and his line. That's it.
was I mistaken in thinking that when she went to lay down with Damon, it was she was trying to have another
Yes.
kid,
Yes.
and then that's when she got pissed because she was
Yes.
okay. I wanted to make sure that I was following it, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's a gap here. This doesn't make sense.
Yes.
10-4.
It's exactly what I was thinking too. I was like, we're doing this incest thing again, aren't we? Oh, well, it is Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon.
Okay.
There's a lot of the same blood going around.
She was trying to make more heirs. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
10-4.
Because she does have one at the Vale.
Yes,
That
she was
they're getting
sending.
sent.
She was sending for, ironically enough, Joffrey.
Well, as long as he doesn't meet the same end as,
Yeah,
his...
turning blue.
Ironically enough, this Joffrey's at the Vale, and the other Joffrey got killed by the one from the Vale.
Fair enough.
Wasn't it? What was it? The Vale? No.
She was. Was it? I thought it was the Vale.
No.
No, it wasn't the Veil. It was
I
Oh
hate
my
when
God,
you hit
what's
the
her
top of that goddamn microphone. That's when I want to smack you in the forehead.
It's okay. I'll
It,
get
guess
him
it
it's
later.
was.
for
It
you.
was.
Garden.
It was.
High Garden.
Yeah, Tyrell.
Yeah, it was High
It
Garden.
was High Garden. That's right. I get the
I
Vale
feel so
was.
bad for Joffrey's actor. He can't.
Was the
he can't
Vale
do-
where the Stark sister was, or
Yes.
where Catherine
Yes.
Stark? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that has
Never.
the moon door.
Was is it?
Let me
Wasn't she a Tully?
Totally.
She's a Tully, yeah.
Um.
Yeah, that has the moon door.
Did you guys see that we're getting a possible another like prequel to Game of Thrones?
600 years before Daenerys Targaryen. And
No.
300 years
It's
before.
gonna be closer to the beginning of the
Oh.
Game of Thrones. Apparently, it's supposed to be like Ned and Robert as like supposed to be like with Bran's
Mhm.
flashback.
It's a buddy. It's a buddy cop film.
Which was funny. I saw the post for just one of the pages or whatever, but they were like, who would play Ned and Robert and all this stuff, and they're like going through all these castmates, and somebody put in, how about this guy? And it's the one that played Ned in the flashbacks, the Bran. It's like, he did a really good job. How about we just have him do it? But apparently it's supposed to be like the whole Mad King and everything else. That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, but
If it actually happens.
I don't know the longevity of those kind of series like this one. As much as I'm enjoying it,
Yeah,
there's
but
there's a
this
start
time-
point and an end
this-
point, and that's it.
At this point in today's world, we don't need shows that
Retcon.
have 15,
Retcon.
16 seasons.
We don't
3,
need an
4,
SVU.
5. No. That's just there for when
I-
you're bored. I'm fine with 3 or 4 seasons, 5 seasons max, and move on. I mean, look what the Yellowstone. If you look at the Yellowstone sagas, they only last at max 5 to 6 seasons,
What's
and
the
there's
one
so
we're
many.
watching with
There's so
That-
many branches off.
That I was gonna say that had more to do with creative.
No,
than it had
no.
to do
I
with the fact
mean,
that they couldn't.
the ones that are branching off of them aren't going to be that long either. They're only going to be 4 to 5 season long, and that's what Taylor Sheridan does with all of his shows.
Oh yeah.
None of them last more than 5 seasons.
Oh no, that's one of the
maybe a
reasons
6.
I like Taylor Sheridan. The only thing I will disagree with you on is I feel like and don't get me wrong, I'm gonna
Wrong.
probably get shot tomorrow. I watch Grey's Anatomy. I enjoy it. Do
Mm.
I agree that it needs to be 23 seasons? Absolutely not. But I'm still enjoying it, so
Really
I'm
around
good
that
with it
long?
still airing.
Has it really been around that long?
Yeah.
Well, I
think
mean, you got to go that many seasons and still be only the second best medical drama ever.
Third
Mhm.
best. Third best.
Third best?
I'll give you ER, then House, and then Grey's Anatomy.
Sorry, the pit's up there. The pit beats it. Sorry.
Nah,
I don't
not
thi-
no.
I don't know which
No.
one of you you're disagreeing with.
The pit. There's not enough there to give me enough to chew on, so to speak. I hate those shows like 24 in the pit where it's an hour of the day every episode, and it's
It's
Nope.
not an hour of the day every episode.
I know, but it's like one day of the episode. It don't work for me.
Yeah,
I
it's
need
just
I
a
need
night.
I need to
it's-
know what happens when they leave there. I need more context.
Season 2 does a little bit of that. I haven't watched all of it yet, but
That's why will always be the best.
oh no, I'm not disagreeing with ER,
Hmm.
but the pit beats House. Sorry, but it does.
Maybe it's because it's Hugh Laurie for me, and I just
But I mean, back to it. I mean,
he played
I don't
Dumbledore.
think there's no shows that last longevity anymore. Law and Order SVU, I mean, started in 2000. That's why it goes this long.
Was it?
My husband is talking smack next door.
It was around there. I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was in the 90s.
No, I don't. It didn't start in
So-
the 90s.
Law and Order
Law and
started
Order.
in the 90s.
Law and Order
Law and Order
started in
SVU.
Yeah. Law and Order
Started
itself
in the
started in
2000s.
like 91, 92,
Yeah,
and then Criminal or
it was
SVU, and then Criminal Intent.
Yeah. He's shaking his head up and down. Like
Because it's
he's
probably like 1999. You're such a SpongeBob dork.
September 20th,
I'm a
1999.
90s kid. I watched SpongeBob.
Which is
Okay,
funny
so
because I think it's the
basically-
same day that SpongeBob.
so
watched.
basically 2000. Got it.
Yeah.
This is 99.
It's
What
close
was
enough.
what was Will talking smack about?
I don't know yet.
Is
I
he
can't hear
broken?
him
Is
through
he
my
damaged?
headphones. He's married to me. Of course he's broken and damaged.
I didn't see that. Those words did not come out of my mouth.
Yeah, but if you ask him, that's what he'll tell you.
Yeah, but he'd just walk and be like, bang, bang,
And,
bang, bang.
He's like, I don't like how this conversation is going.
Another thing I saw was there's an upcoming movie where Kit Harington and the one that plays Sansa are in a romantic relationship in a movie, and they said it was the weirdest thing they've ever done.
You sent me that,
Yes.
didn't you?
Yeah, it's so.
Um,
There's evidently a romantic scene, and they both said it was very awkward.
So yeah, I can't
Uh,
imagine like when you've
Well,
grown up with
it should
somebody
just
from
be
like
like
they're a
Game of
kid
Thrones.
until adult on a show, like trying to do a romantic scene with them.
Jesus Christ, AJ.
Um, I'm
Excuse me, help
actually
us get us out of this ditch.
I'm actually disappointed. So they had planned for a prequel series where it would show us how the Night King came to be.
Oh,
Uh
that's a different one.
yeah, so it's going to show the Children of the Wall and the
Children of
Night
the
King.
Corn.
Yeah, no. Um but it got scrapped. They did a pilot episode and that's it. It
So
did not it
was the
died
pilot
after the
episode ever
pilot.
broadcasted, or was it just
No,
for HBO?
It was
it was
viewer.
just for HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just to see if it could get greenlit.
I did see some things where they were like that
Mhm.
the fan fiction or whatever you want to call it is that the Night King and Bram are the same person. They're just living in a cycle of hell, basically back and forth because they both
So
wear the same clothes and everything.
I've seen a couple of interesting theories. One is that Daemon Targaryen is the
Night
Night King.
King, I saw.
Um,
I've also seen where he's the second in charge, because the second
yeah.
in charge has the really long white hair.
Mhm. I've seen where it's a Stark, that's the Night King. Um, and then I've seen the one you were talking about where it's Bran.
Mhm.
So back
Did you
to
did you see the one that I sent you yesterday? The
yeah, that's what I
other
was talking about.
I sent you the one about Arya. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
About her, it's not her, it's the other girl.
Oh no, I didn't. I thought we were talking about the
Yeah.
other thing.
There's another one out that Arya was killed by the girl that she fought in Game of Thrones.
The face girl.
The face girl, because when Arya is sword fighting as growing up, she's left-handed, and when she leaves there, she starts fighting with her right hand. She also never mentions her list again, and that the only ones that Arya kills is the Fries, and that's the one she mainly talks about when she's in the house of the faceless people. So that's how that girl knows to go kill the Walter Frey. I thought that was pretty cool. That's a pretty deep dive if you really pay attention and figure all that out. So
Shit.
now you're thinking about it.
Yeah. Back to this episode. Before we close up, because we're hitting that 45-ish minute mark. Where are we going next? What do you think we're doing episode 4?
Daemon's gonna get his smack on. Because Daemon's gonna be pissed that they
Oh,
pulled the old
okay,
switcheroo.
that's smack. I was like, what
Yeah,
the
that's
heck?
smack.
Where-
She
Whoa.
bled. No,
Hell,
he's
the way
taking
he
Caraxes and he's going to set Hightower on fire.
the way he laid in that bed, he didn't even know it happened.
It was instinct.
He was dead to the world. He didn't know that happened. He's just used to it.
I have
uh,
fathered tens of thousands of children. What?
I think the more games are going to be played, and
It's like this is a Game of Thrones.
the empire is going to start to crumble.
Did anybody notice when she was sitting on the Iron Throne that her finger got cut?
Lead poison.
Do we need to remind people of what happened to her father?
That's it. She's full of lead, and then when she gets fed to the dragon gets lead poisoning.
Yeah,
But
but
she
they haven't actually proven that it came from the Iron Throne for his.
thought they did.
Well, they mention it that
Yeah,
the cuts on his legs and back were from the swords on the throne.
but she cuts her hand, and you could see how she's just tapping at it, and you could see blood dripping off of her finger. Like, it's starting. She's gonna die too now.
Yeah, the only
Oh.
reason I would say that might be a little bit of
Foreshadow.
intuitive leap, because how many kings and queens have cut themselves on the Iron Throne and not died the same way as her father?
I mean, they make you think about it because of what happened to her father.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm just not gonna fidget anymore.
Why are you
Got it?
fidgeting?
Because I always fidget. Do we have anything else we want to hit before we say good night? See you next week.
What are we doing next week?
House of the Dragon.
So what do we got the rest of the week? Dumb nuts.
So, my fault. This was my fault. Predator 2 did not happen because it was like 115 degrees out.
Only
And
115 degrees out?
only. And I was a sweat blob.
Because he lives like the Amish.
I gotta grow my beard a little bit more.
I mean, it's long enough. We
Thanks,
could
Ryan.
braid
I
it.
appreciate the hesitation there. You'd be like after.
Do you realize that me and Joe contemplated sending you an air conditioner?
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have gotten in the door.
Actually,
It's not.
this is actually
Guys,
this is
guys,
actually
not a conversation for here.
either way. We were gonna or a block of ice. One of the two you were gonna get.
Well, now that I know this has very cold capabilities,
That's pretty damn funny. So that means Thursday will be Predator 2? Is that my
yeah,
understanding?
Yes.
it was a little bit.
Which we need to do a watch party for because even though it's only $4, I'm not spending $4.
Don't
to
you
watch
have my
this movie.
Amazon?
No.
Your
I have
name
your
is on my
YouTube.
account.
I don't know why my name is on your account. I don't have your Amazon.
Amazon, I hope you're not listening. We're
Oh
not
no, your
sharing.
address is on my account because I
Yeah.
send you shit.
Things you
Uh-huh.
shit. You know, I have that too. I have a nephew. We had nephews in Pennsylvania that one time, and I completely forgot. And I went to buy something to send to the house, and I'm like, they said it was arrived, and I'm like, it's not here. And I look and I see a picture, and it's my sister-in-law's front door. And I was like,
Good thing I drive up that way.
can you send this back to me? I think we're gonna do something Sunday before. Sunday
Should
for the Wrestling with Nerds. I think so.
definitely should.
Probably should.
And then it's con week, and then we'll have a crap ton of con videos. Hopefully, a couple cosplay championship wrestling videos.
That's on you too.
Yeah, that's as much as you would like to see Mario beat up Donkey Kong.
Have you guys gotten in tight with the person that runs that whole thing?
No, not really.
God damn it, AJ, get on that.
I'm pretty sure they have their own ring announcer.
No, I'll bring real wrestling to it.
You bring what?
I'll bring real wrestling to it.
It's fun. It is fun.
I mean that that's fine. I mean the legitimately bring wrestling to Connect on.
Yeah, but I think the reason why they do the cosplay championship wrestling is because of
When are you gonna sign up and do it?
whenever I get trained and physically able.
Never.
Exactly. When are you gonna do it?
There's been talks.
With your legs?
There's been talks. Might have a match at 40. Just to say I did it.
And bump. Shit.
All the ring announcing that I do, I don't even get in the ring. Haven't earned that honor yet, so I don't even get in the ring yet.
So you have it outside? You have the match outside the ring?
No, my announcing station is outside the ring because I do the music and everything too.
Oh, well,
So-
at that point, you need to be by the table. But I mean, I would think for one of the big shows, you get dressed up and they don't have like a big show.
They do, but I don't have to dress up for it. I wear a polo shirt. That's it.
Oh,
I ain't
No.
wearing a tuxedo or one of them weird looking suits. People, that's ridiculous looking.
well, no, because I know when New does forgot what it's their WrestleMania version.
All right, we're putting Susie to sleep. Let's get out of here.
Susie is asleep. That's fine. We're good.
I mean, what's worse than talking about wrestling? And we'll start talking about Predator 2 now.
I already watched half of it.
I'm not too old for this shit.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe. Bye, everybody. Join us next week.